So we are at cafe number 1, which I stumbled upon by chance on my way to the true cafe number 1. But I am so glad that I stopped by for this because it is so freaking cute in here. I knew the moment that I saw the brick exterior that it would be a really cute vibe. There's a good amount of seating and I would call it a category number 2, which is perfect for me today because I'm just trying to do a little bit of reading and maybe some journaling. On my cafe hopping days, I try to choose ones that are kind of close together, but not too close together because I really enjoy the walk and I love looking at like the little neighborhood shops and houses. Being someone who lives in a condo now and in an area that's full of condos, I really do miss like quaint little houses, especially after going to Montreal over the weekend, seeing so many cute houses and stuff. It just reminds me of my time in Brooklyn and also my times wandering like West Village and stuff like that. So I really try to cherish the walks. We are at the second cafe. It's really quiet in here because everybody's productive and working away, so this is definitely a category 3 cafe. I caved and I got a matcha. I didn't want to have like 2 coffees back to back, even though I know matcha has caffeine, but it's definitely a slower type of caffeine. So I got a mango sticky rice matcha because the name intrigued me, but as expected, I did not really care for the matcha. The mango syrup is definitely good, but like I've said before, my matcha is personal to me, so I'm very particular about my ratio, not to be dramatic. And this is just okay. It's a beautiful day and we're gonna do a few more cafes today. We're also gonna hit up a few more bookstores and stationery stores. Yesterday, I brought you guys to Hanji Gifts, which is one of my favorite stationery stores, at least in Toronto. I love stationery stores in general. Like, I always try to look for them wherever I am, but I never actually buy anything because, as you guys may know, I've been journaling on my iPad for the past maybe 3 years now. So I never have the need to buy anything physical like stickers, washi tapes, journals even, or anything like that. Although I really like the convenience of having an iPad, I used to own like 3 or 4 different journals and agendas that I would have to bring with me everywhere all the time. So it's really heavy, it's not that convenient, and then I consolidated everything into my iPad. But I think that really limited my creativity because I'm not really a digital person. Like, I know we're in a digital age. Obviously, I use my phone and stuff. I'm not saying I don't use technology, but even when I was in university, I never liked to do my notes online. I love to print everything out or handwrite stuff. After 3 years of depriving myself of this joy, I finally went back to physical. I just went back to like my old Moleskine notebook, and I'm slowly transitioning. Because of this, I also want to get more into the creative headspace of journaling. So adding stickers, adding pictures, just making my journals more creative, like just as an outlet. I'm not a very artistic person, but I love being creative. I think there's a very big difference. Like, I'm not good at drawing, painting, like any of the mediums, but I love like being able to make my own thing. So I think that's one of the reasons why I love making videos. Like, I love editing, I love making the thumbnail. So I think like having a journal where there's like no judgment, because it's my journal, I could like really dump my creativity onto. So I'm really excited to get into this creative journaling journey. And at Hanji Gifts yesterday, I kicked off my physical journaling career with a super cute purchase. I got a bunch of these sealing wax stickers. It's supposed to resemble the sealing wax that people use for letters, but I'm not using these for letters. I feel like I'm just going to put them in my journal, and I think it would be a really fun way to do like interactive flaps and stuff and use these to kind of like close off the flaps, if you know what I mean. So we're going to see how it goes. I also checked out a bookstore, which I never buy books, and if you guys have watched my other videos, I've preached this a few times already, but I never buy books because books are one of those things that you consume once, maybe do a reread, and then you never touch it again. So I borrow all my books from the library. So my current read is a library book, and if I can't borrow it at the library, then I at least try to go to the secondhand bookstore to buy it instead of buying it brand new. I feel like that's just more sustainable and it's better for my wallet. Today we're gonna go to bookstores, we're gonna go to stationery stores. So yeah, let's go. Just got to the first cafe, which I think is a good category 1 because I'm here just for the drink. I got a hot egg coffee, and And if you know me, you know I love Vietnamese coffee. I love egg coffee. It's like one of my favorite things. So I'm really excited to try this one. The seating is not very abundant here, also not very comfortable. It could be category 2, but to me, this is my first stop, a little drink, and we move on to the second cafe.